We are back with another renovation video, and it's been a little while since we posted anything on our renovation. As a matter of fact, made any progress. I keep wanting to say that we took a little break from the renovation, but to be honest, we've been kind of busy with business matters as well as planning what we want to do in the future too, with this house, outside of the house, and just our lives in general. Where we last left off was our bar cabinet. And now that this is finished, we can move on to the rest of the kitchen. So the focus for this video is going to be the top cabinets right here, this one right here, and this section right here. We are going to do these bottom ones at a later date. Really on our to-do list is we need to smoothen out this entire top section up here as well as under it, and then we can paint all of that. We are also going to be painting the window frames. So the boss has suggested that we should probably paint the window frames first before the cabinets. That way, if for whatever reason we get a little bit of overspray, we can still primer over the cabinets and then paint over whatever overspray we have. But before we do that, we need to smoothen this out and paint it. So we will check back in once the top section of this kitchen is done, because to be honest, it's a little bit of a boring process. And I feel like you have all seen us sand, mud, primer, and paint over and over and over again. So we will check back in once that's done, and then we will start the window frames.
We have been working on getting up here painted. We've already done the drywall, sanded it, and added a coat of primer. We were gonna go ahead and paint it black today, but today is the last really warm day we're gonna have in a while. So I figured we may as well take the opportunity and go ahead and paint the windows instead. Eddie's got some work to get done today, so while he's busy, I'm gonna go ahead and get these windows prepped and painted. Today I'm going to be focusing on the inner tracks of the window and the moving parts. I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum paint and primer. This will be able to give the window the thinnest coats possible and also dry down a lot faster to prevent any kind of sticking or issues with moving the window up and down. But first, I have to get the windows cleaned up and scuff them up with a little bit of sandpaper, and then we can start painting.
outside of the house, and we've just finished both windows on the outside and inside. We actually just slid this window up from this position. The paint kind of held up really well. We were really worried that it would scratch all the way up. And here's the other window that we painted. And just like the other one, we have a little bit of dust there. The rest of the track is perfect too. And then this side looks great too. Where'd she go?
What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Girl.
What are you doing?
You're excited, aren't you? Moment of truth for the brick. Yeah. Nice. Look at how it looks from over
You
here.
can't even see all that old white.
The caulk.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that looks good. Shit, did you get it kind of under that?
Yeah, I did.
Holy fuck. Nice. Here, I'll take that.
Start wrapping it around my finger.
Do you like my new work of art?
Gorgeous. Not sticky anymore.
What have you done? You probably noticed we did get a little bit of overspray here on the shutter and over here too. Probably sometime this spring or this summer, gonna take these off and those, and then paint all of everything that is on the house except for brick in black. You'll notice we got some overspray too. Not really that big of a concern. The main focus was the windows. I think they look pretty good. The tape master has outdone herself. Here's one of the finished windows on the outside. Here is the other finished window. Wow.
Can't wait until we get everything else done and we can paint the window frames.
This looks really good.
It does.
So where we left off before the windows was we had just recently primed all of the top up here. I am really glad that we went ahead and did the windows because we did get a little bit of overspray up here and up there. While outside it doesn't matter. Had we painted all of that first and then sprayed these, we would have got overspray on the fresh paint. This paint is a little bit different than the paint that we use on the walls, so you would have been able to tell. You'll see some more up here too. We got some overspray up there, some up there, and up here on this little cabinet too. Once again, doesn't matter because we're now going to paint the entire top of this section up here since the windows are done. Where you at? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, we have the third coat completely done up here on the top. We've also removed the cabinet doors and we've also prepped the doors. These holes are gonna be covered up. Just like the bar cabinet over here, we're gonna put these bigger washers in the back to cover up the holes so we don't have to add a bunch of wood filler to them. Next step is gonna be cleaning these up a little bit, and then we're gonna scuff all of these cabinets. We're also gonna start scuffing up the window frame up here, these cabinets all the way through here, this window, and also remove this range hood here. Then we can start painting these cabinets. But for the meantime, we are gonna start making some dinner, and tomorrow we are gonna start painting these cabinets. At this point, the cabinets are completely dry. Very nice black finish, same as the walls. Now that we've got the main cabinets completely painted, we're gonna install our doors. Okay, we finally got all the top cabinets done, as well as this entire top section up through here. We're gonna take you through all of what you've seen, just as a little recap. So in the beginning of this video, we mentioned that we had to flatten all of this out. We ended up doing a lot of mud work up here. There were a few sections up here that we also had to tape up where there were lines, and I think we got them pretty nice and flat all the way across there. And then all the way through here, you can see a nice crisp line there on the corners. Once we finished all of this top section, we started to work on these windows. Michaela did an outstanding job at cleaning and prepping these windows for paint. And I think we got a pretty nice finish on the windows up there too. And then this window over here turned out fantastic too. We went through and added 3 layers of paint to this top section, as well as these cabinets, as well as these cabinet doors. The 3 layers of paint turned out fantastic, making sure that we covered everything and that the paint was nice and strong. Once we finished up painting all of these doors, we worked on painting these handles as well. These are the same handles too that we have over here on our bar wall cabinet. We decided to leave the inside the same wood finish that it was before. We did think about painting the inside or staining the inside, but we're gonna have a lot of things sliding in and out of here. We were kind of worried that we would mess up the finish, or if there was paint in there that we'd be scratching it up and whatnot. So we just left it the way it is. And it looks pretty nice. This renovation has been and continues to be quite a bit of work, but we enjoy every single step of the way, and it turns out much better and better every single time we add more and more to this renovation. Honestly, I'm happy that we were able to squeeze in a little bit of time to make more progress on our renovation, because I felt like we were at a little bit of a standstill there for a minute. Next step is going to be the wallpaper. So we will see you guys in the next home renovation video. Thank you as always for watching and being a part of our lives.